Hi kids, it's Grandad again. Hope you enjoyed the last story I gave you from that fantastic publication called Economist. Now what should we do tonight? I've decided to read to you top tips from Viz. Right, I'm settled, then I shall begin. Right, top tip number 1. This comes from Pete the Meat by email. He says, save money on expensive hand-free headsets by gluing your mobile phone inside a bobble hat. Number 2, this is from Jimmy Bigelow. Put your trousers on more quickly in the morning by first spraying your legs with WD-40. And one from Bartram Rumbold in Croydon. Convince your friends and neighbours that you become a window cleaner by wearing a leather waistcoat with abnormally large pockets. Change your name to Lee and shouting across the street to an imaginary colleague at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning will help to complete the illusion. This is followed by someone who's a bit local. Jensen Interceptor from Ely. Convince friends and neighbours that you're a resident of Coronation Street by never owning a car, drinking, working, eating, or travelling more than 20 yards from your doorstep. We move on now to something from Austin Allegro in Redcar. Entrepreneurs, don't open a pound shop in Tibet. The average person only earns about £1 a week and aren't going to blow a week's wages on a pack of poor quality AA batteries. That's a bit contentious. What shall we go to now? Oh, Frank Ball's Westmoreland. Door-to-door conmen. Convince instant pensioners that you're from the local council by not turning up at all on their doorstep. Shall we go to Morgan Bumfluff in Hertfordshire? Buy fashionably ripped jeans and then get your mother to sew them up. Hey, presto, good as new. Well, that's the end of top tips. And we have, an advertisement for Cuneiformdating.com. Do you work with cuneiform or just fancy those that do? Then join Cuneiformdating.com for free today. Meet the hottest single working primitive logophonetic script in your area right now. Whether you're interested in Akkadian, Eblaite, Elamite, Luwian, ancient Persian, Hittite or Hittite language, then there's someone for you at Cuneiformdating.com. Liz, 34, from Bradford, says, since I was a little girl, I'd always dreamed of meeting a man who could decipher wedge-shaped Mesopotamian syllabic markings that date as far back as the 4th millennium BC. Thanks to Cuneiformdating.com, I did. Well, that's the end of the adverts. Shall we go for the letters? What have we got? We have a letter from Fortescue 12 from Hull. What a swizz these tortoises are! When I was a kid, everyone had a tortoise in their back garden. Now I'm 42, I don't know anyone who's got one. So much for them living for 200 years. Right. Ada Navis, or Ada Nevis in Glasgow. These supermarkets get my goat. Selling you food and cashing in on selling lavatory paper as well. The bloody cheek of it. Eddie Pardew Tring points out, they say that London 2012 Olympics put Britain on the map. But I've got my old school atlas from 1972 and Britain is on it, just above France with Wales sticking on the side. Shall I continue? Good. Okay. Moving the Sabbath to a weekday might improve church attendance. But not on the Tuesday, please. That's our vicar's day off and the only opportunity me and him have for our regular spot of nookie in the vestry. Ooh, naughty vicar. And onwards to, another Trevor. Trevor Dugan in Wales. I don't know why everyone bangs on about the ice caps melting. I bet the Eskimos are delighted. When I consider how much I hate gritting my drive during the winter, I can only imagine how bad it is for those poor beggars. Oh, turn over the page, it's getting more interesting. What can I find? Ooh, this is a... right, from Mark H. in Liverpool. Seeing as flooding is, according to religious people, a direct result of gay marriage being legalised, shouldn't the same-sex marriage be encouraged in those countries affected by drought? Good idea. How come a jolly-come-lately pop star like Bruno Mars gets a whole planet named after him, yet a cross-eyed 1950s rock icon like Bill Haley can only manage a comet? It seems all so unfair to me. That was from Reg Dulcimer from Oswestry. And finally, it's Keith and me, and it's from Isle of Eat Trimming. It's email. Didn't it occur to any of the Nazis on trial in Nuremberg to call up the Chuckle Brothers as a character witness like DLT did? I certainly feel the court might have taken a more lenient view towards their atrocities had Barry and Paul cracked them up beforehand with some of their timeless crack-handed nonsense. Also, the sight of Goering, Hess and Ribbentrop et al. Performing to me, to you, to me, routine as they attempted to pass the blame onto each other would have made the trial a far more interesting spectacle. Well, I think that's enough for tonight. Sleep well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.